Hey guys, it's Nick here from Idiosyncratic, and today we're going to be learning the Latch. Essentially what this does is it allows you to have two inputs, an R and an S. That gives you one output. The output is an ongoing circuit that basically is trying to run through to the other side. So this acts as a switch to let the circuit through and block the circuit, like so. Basically, it gives it an extra piece of wiring or something to run the circuit through, if that makes any sense. It's the best way to put it, I suppose. It acts like a lot like a T flip-flop, but T flip-flops have one input, not two, and I'll explain that later. So, the one output has to be on, obviously. Now you can have it running through like this. So here's my circuit. Let's say, alright, so I have my circuit running, blah blah blah, and it's trying to go through, but it can't. Oh no! So the block lets it lets the circuit go through. It moves and lets the circuit go through. If that makes sense. And that's a lot like a T flip-flop. Except usually a T flip-flop you see it like this, underneath the ground. And you can do RS Latch just like this if you want it to be compact. Now I have a T flip-flop setup right here, and the torch is underground. And when the block goes over it powers. Yeah, RS Latch does the same exact thing. So yeah, you can have it underneath. It doesn't really matter. And in fact, I probably should have it underneath just so there's no confusion. So, yeah, you can have it underneath, or it can be a wire that's already going through from something else prior to this. So, anyway, the R and the S can act either as an on or off. They're both regular pistons that push this block to turn on the current and off. You have two inputs. One input, which this doesn't work because it's blocked off, turns it on, and one input turns it off. In this case, the torch is closer to the R, so the R acts as an off. And the S acts as an on because it was further away and is pushing the block. And, well, this can't retract the block, so I don't see why it would be an on. It's not a double extended piston, so it can only go so far, and it just turns it on, and then this pushes it back. Because if this was sticky, it would just be like a T flip-flop. So T flip-flops have two sticky, pushes back and forth, and there's one input, so they do the same thing back and forth. RS NOR latches have two different, let's say, two different jobs. I have an example set up here. The torch is closer to the R. The R will be pushing back the block, so it acts as an off, and the S acts as an on because it's pushing the block onto the torch. So I labeled it. So this is the S, and the input is on and off for this one. So if I push the on button, it'll push that, and it's not going to pull it back obviously because it's not sticky, and it allows the torch up to the block. The block acts as a source for these three pieces. Well, it doesn't have to be three exactly. This current of redstone, and it turns on the door. And now if I try to click the on, it will not do anything. Now see, and then if it was sticky, it would, and it would act as like a T flip-flop. And I'll explain that in a second. But ons won't do anything. You'll have to click the off button to turn it off. So this is good for, I don't know, different switches. You can use this for multiple things. But here is a T flip-flop. T flip-flops have one input. I press it, it opens. Oops. Clearly it doesn't want to open. Okay, and then I come on the other side. And yeah, it closes. Because it pushes the block back. But I can click it again and it opens. So T flip-flops act basically as a two-way thing. You know what I mean? And, you know. But RS NOR, you can't do that. Yeah, it turns on one side, but it won't turn off. You have to use the off switch. So we bring the on and off, so this is the off, so we're going to bring this on the other side and just hook it up to a button. And this is I probably should have just done it like this in the first place. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, so this turns it on, opens, and this one closes. Let's just run it like this. It's not reaching. This will reach. Go. So, and this one closes it. But I can't get back through now. I'm going to need an off switch. So, that's essentially what it does. And I would use these for a lot of different things. I can see AND gates being hooked up to this as well, and using this for either a vending machine or something, like almost like a code. I'm not really sure. I can probably think of something, but yep, this is used for many different things. So thanks for watching this little tutorial. Hope you understood all of this. If you have any questions, please comment below. I was kind of rushing, so half the things that I said probably didn't make sense. I probably could have worded it better, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy and check out my other videos of redstone circuitry. Have a nice day, and hope you subscribe.